What's up guys, I hope you're doing well, the main man here, and I do hope you're all doing very well. Perhaps playing Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the best game ever made. And oh my god, I can feel my nose growing just saying that. But all kidding aside, I do hope you're all doing awesome. Tekken 7 is, 18 days away. It's really getting closer now, and it's starting to become a reality, I'd say, that we're going to be able to play this game we waited 3 years for. It's, and I mean, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was released 5 years ago? Yeah. And that's on console, you know, in arcades, 7 years ago? Yeah, time flies when you're a Tekken fan. So anyway, this video is going to be a quick tip for beginner players, but before I do that, I just have to, I'm sorry, I didn't really care a whole lot about this King J Crizzle thing, you know, they were disqualified from a Bandai Namco UK qualifier tournament for collusion, and whether or not they did collusion, I'm not going to get into that. I don't really care, it's up to Bandai Namco in the end. But there was a specific round everyone kept sending on social media, you know, from a different stage where they fought, and it looked kind of fishy and suspicious, but I hadn't seen the whole set, and I saw this particular round here, and I just burst out laughing. I thought it was so funny, so I'm going to maximize, and here we go. So on the offensive here, King J with Gigas, and there he attacks, and now Crizzle did a flip there, and he was interrupted. Now check out the end of the round. It's just funny because, I mean, of course he just blocks for what is on eternity there, but he's playing Law, the god of pressure, and Gigas is kind of slow, and Law has rage, you know, he has a rage drive, he has a rage art, but he just stands there blocking for I don't know how long, and I just burst out laughing seeing that. I just thought it looked so funny. But I'm going to let you guys check out this set, I guess, while I give you some quick tips, perhaps if you're a beginner. I went to the Tekken Reddit, so that huge forum, you know, Tekken has a subreddit, and someone asked, oh, I'm a beginner, I'd like to play Kazuya, has anyone got any tips? And someone posted a very lengthy answer saying, master the perfect electric, master the punishes, master super movement. Here's a video of Choksei, the best player in the world, or the best Kazuya in the world from Korea. Look at how he plays. Look at this, he fights those glorious Korean players. Look at that spacing. And it's so misguided. It's so incredibly misguided. And I was guilty of this actually many years ago. I would do the same thing. I would link beginners to Korean videos and go, master this, do this. And it's just so stupid. Because what happens? The same thing that happened to me is going to happen. You watch those Korean players, and then you go online, and immediately you get skanked by a Lily, a Scrub Lily, or Scrub Eddie, Scrub Xiaoyu, Scrub Bob. And why is that? Because in the Korean videos, you learn a style that's based on your opponent being quite defensive, you know. So I would go like, oh, so I'm about, what I should do, according to Choksei, is I should just step around like this and then wait for an opening and do an electric. And of course, if you have mastered movement and electric, you can do that. But you know what's even more important? It's learning to actually defend and learn the basics of defense. Do you know what it looks like at the lower ranks of Tekken, you know, light blue ranks, green ranks? People are on constant offensive. The most aggressive rabies-infected dog or squirrel, you know, can't compare to what you see in Tekken rank. People just attack, 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 and do the most punishable super crush moves all the time. How many times do you see a green rank Lily do Matterhorn, you know, where she stands on one hand and kicks you sky high? How many times do you see that during one single round, you know, in Tekken Tag Tournament 2? So the thing is, if you're a beginner to Tekken, and you play against other beginners, what you're going to see is that it doesn't look like the Korean videos. The Korean videos are going to help you far into the future. I mean, even if they're ever going to be relevant to you, because that's a skill level you won't be able to reach in several years, if you ever even reach it. No, what's going to help you is going into ranked, and you're going to immediately see, okay, I'm playing against people who attack all the time. It's all they do. And you can do the same, of course, because that's what everyone does. Okay, I'm just gonna pressure even more than him, because then I won't have to learn how to defend. You know, the best defense is offense, you know. But you know who eventually makes it out of the light blue ranks and the green ranks? It's the dude that has, after he's learned the pressure and offense, which everyone can do, he eventually learned how to block as well. He didn't have to attack all the time. Eventually, he started blocking, and then he started testing, like, where does he leave himself open when he does those strings? And it's at that point you're going to improve. So if you want to improve in Tekken, you have to learn the fundamental of Tekken and the hardest part of Tekken, which is defense. But if you do that, you're going to see Tekken in a new light, and you're going to become so much better at the game. So my tip to you beginners is, play the game as much as you can. If you have a passion for Tekken, if you feel like playing it, play it for a couple of hours or 1 hour per day. What are the characters you see the most? Oh, I see a lot of Lily. Go into practice mode. Remember, do a mental note of the moves and strings this Lily player throws at you. Set the AI to do those moves repeatedly. And try to see, like, what can I do here? What happens if I block this and then try to attack? Oh, that's right, he's at a disadvantage after the string. Or maybe even you get even more advanced one day, and you go like, well, maybe if I duck the second hit, oh, I can duck that hit, and now I can punish. And what happens if I block Brian's big leg sweep, where he throws me into the air? If I actually manage to block that, oh, I can throw him into the air. It's this sort of thing that's going to help you. And patience with people who just attack all the time. So I would say less time watching Koreans, although a lot of people have this misconception that you should watch them. Don't do that. Watch European players if you live in Europe. Watch American players if you live in America. But most of all, watch the people who are beginners like you. What do the beginners do? What hardcore players do is only relevant to you once you've reached the step just prior to being a hardcore player. You know, everything comes with time. So I hope that made at least some sense for you guys. And as I'm about to wrap this up, we get this glorious last round here. Awesome punish. And then he's a bit defensive. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a beginner, I hope you're looking forward to my Tekken 7 newcomer character guides, and I'm also going to do a very basic how to play Tekken 7. And if you have friends who want to get into Tekken, you can make sure that they check out those videos. So everyone, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.